Welcome to Alex Madiba Show. My name is Alex Madiba, and today I'm here with one of the most beautiful top models. Some of you know her as LUPITA NYAKISUMO. Pale kwa streets anakuanga akirecord vitu mingi sana. The most entertaining moves around and people breaking their necks. You see her and you can't fail to look. Kuangalia kando, lazima uangalie. She is the queen of the streets, a business lady, but also an entertainer, and I think she's here with us. She'll be able to tell us more of the things that you want to know. Welcome to Alex Madiba Show.
Thank you.
Ukoaje?
Mkopo.
LUPITA NYAKISUMO. Is it your real name ama ni jina ya media?
No, my real name is Casey Achemboy. Yeah.
Can you tell us briefly about yourself? I know most of the people watching us would like to know. Some of them have been wanangukia tu zile za TikTok, Facebook and things like that, and would like to know who is LUPITA, what are real names, where is she from, what did she study, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so my real name is Casey Achemboy. Yeah, most importantly, I like to introduce myself as a mother. Yeah, I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm a business lady, I'm a model, commercial model. Yeah, I grew up in Kisumu all my life.
That's precisely why it is NYAKISUMO.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just been a whole journey, but tunapambana tu.
True.
Yeah.
So some people mistake you for being related to LUPITA Nyong'o. Are you related, or are you doing business together, or is she the inspiration behind all this?
No, we are not related by blood. No. Yeah, maybe the resemblance for some people who thought that I look like her, but yeah, she's from Kisumu, I'm from Kisumu. Yeah, so I mean, you never know, but as far as I know, no, we are not related.
And surprisingly, you're also in the same industry, the modeling industry.
Yeah, she's an actress.
She's an actress, but also more of, she's like a model kind of.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. True.
Okay. So pale watu wanataka kujua sana. What is a typical day of LUPITA NYAKISUMO? Not the Casey. How is her typical day? Like when I wake up, unaenda kufanya hii na hii.
Okay. Days are different because I deal with a lot of things. Like I said, and I'm an entrepreneur. I also have my own business that I'm running.
Okay.
If I'm not handling my business, I'm shooting, working for brands, working with brands. Yeah, or meetings. Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind recording videos on the streets as you walk, that the giant in you, the beauty bringing out on the streets? And probably what challenges do you face explore the streets hapo na watu pale, dealing with the public and stuff like that?
Yeah, so first of all, I used to be a runway model. First, I used to be a pageant model. I have a lot of titles actually in pageant modeling.
Tell us.
They didn't help me. Ni za kitambo, ni zile tu za kujaribu. So I felt runway was crowded for me because, everyone is doing the same thing. Everyone is the same. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make my own rules. I wanted to make my own empire.
Your own identity.
Yes, without, anyone telling me you have to do this, you have to do this. So yeah, I wanted my own space because I felt limited in pageant modeling, in pageantry. So that is why I started the street fashion modeling, because there now I feel like I own the world. I have always this feeling.
And it's unique.
Yeah, it's me against the world. The moment I'm on the streets and I'm walking, I just feel like it's just me existing in that street. It's all mine, So that feeling, it's a different kind of feeling. I don't know how I can explain it in details for people to really feel how I feel it. But I get to be myself, to be in my own space. And I get to showcase how beautiful Africans we are, black girl magic and everything. So challenges are there, of course. It's not easy. There is also mockery in the streets and a lot of things are happening because some people don't understand what I'm doing. Some people are just seeing this tall, beautiful girl. Some people are, people are processing it differently. But all in all, you have to remember why you started in the first place. Because me, I'm doing modeling for charity. That is why
for charity, yes. Not for the money.
For the money, of course. You cannot do charity if you don't have the money to support people. You have to make the money so that you can be able to support those who are in need. My project is for Turkana people. Who are, they're experiencing drought and all these things, So I felt as an ambassador or as a public figure, I could be able to reach the companies and the brands that are dealing with this so that we can be able to change the living situation in Turkana. Yeah, that is the long-term goal of mine. But yes, of course, I'm also there for the money, because even if you're doing what you love,
money talks. At least somehow there is that inspiration.
It has to pay you. Otherwise, why are you even doing it? So yeah.
Yeah, sure. How do you look at the Kenyan modeling industry? Probably, is it going down, or you think it's kuna venye kitambo there was a little bit of perception that modeling doesn't pay and stuff like that? How do you see?
Well, it depends. Like, modeling has different categories. There is fitness modeling, there's runway modeling, there's the one for print modeling, kuna pia eye fashion, you know. So it depends which category you are.
Yako ni gani?
Yangu ni commercial.
Commercial, okay.
Commercial modeling. So me, I will talk for commercial models because now I'm a commercial model. So when I was in runway, okay, depending on, let's talk money-wise, because when you're in runway modeling, there's a grand prize. You're catwalking, there's always categories, introduction, and almost 20 people are competing for 20K or 50K, depending on how the event organizers place their own stuff, you see. So only one person gets to take the money home. So you see, it depends. Now, you have to remember, like I said, why you started. So if it's the passion that drove you there, you will continue doing it even if you don't win.
Yeah, sure.
So, but me, myself, you know, I have to consider, because now I'm also a parent. I cannot just be doing things for fun and they're not paying me. So that's why I shifted to commercial modeling. Yes.
Now, of course, there are some fans who have been asking, Lupita, is she married? I know some of them want to know. But nikisikia sana, you're mentioning I'm a parent.
Yes, I'm a parent. I'm a single mother, but I wouldn't say single mother. I don't know if a single mother has a man.
You are a mother.
Life. Yes.
Let's just say you're a mother.
It's not the father of my child, but yes, I have a man in my life.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we aren't married yet, but yeah, we are pretty serious.
So people who are interested should wangoje kando kidogo.
I don't really know if they should stop or not, but I will speak for myself. I am happy with the union that I'm in for now. Yeah.
Let's go back to when you were young.
Okay.
Kuna time maybe you realize that, okay, my height, maybe people are bullying me in school or maybe in the society, and I feel as a child, esteem yangu imeenda chini. It's very low. I feel like I don't have any value. Growing up, maybe because people bully you, this tall girl and stuff like that. Did you experience that, and how did you pass through that? Yeah,
when I was young, you know, if you're a young, tall girl and you don't really know what power you hold. So, yeah, I was scared. My height, because I was different from my peers. Like, even viatu kupata was that problem. You know, like, if I used to be like 10 years, unapata, when I go to look for shoes for children who are 10 years, I get for the older children. So, it's even a challenge for me till now. I have to import my shoes because hakuna Kenya my shoe size. So, it's a challenge, because I didn't know how special I was then. Because I will be bullied, I used to be called a boy or whatever. Like, I had the masculine figure and everything. So, yeah, it was hard when I was coming up. But again, you have to embrace yourself. You have to know how unique you are. So, because it cannot, like you just grow up to love yourself, because no one will do it for you.
Yeah, sure.
So if you choose to get down there and just choose to be there, that's your own problem. But at the end of the day, you have to work on your confidence. You have to, you know, process it day by day. It's not something that you just wake up and you just have confidence all over. You know, you have to really work on yourself.
I think it's quite an inspiration, because najua there are people who are in the same situation right now.
Yeah.
Young kids in primary, probably, and you know, they are different from their peers, and probably they still don't know their value. Wangejua sahi, ingekuwa something that, you know.
Yeah, me, I would like to tell them, if their parents are on social media, almost in every post of mine, I always tell parents, tell your children black is beautiful. Before anyone goes out there and tells them whether they are good or they are not good, you know, you have to tell them first. You know, the world is too harsh. You as a parent, you have to tell your child. It starts with you. Yeah. Anything you tell your child, they believe you, because as parents, they see us like mini gods, like small gods to them. So you have to remind your child every day, before she leaves for school or wherever, tell her, you're beautiful, you're strong. Tell her all those words of affirmation, so that even if she goes out there and faces all those kind of challenges, she knows, Mommy told me that I'm perfect. Daddy told me that I'm perfect. So you are the first person that your child saw when they came into the world. So the parent should be able to tell their child each and every day just how amazing they are. And whatever talent that they choose to pursue, because even if they are tall, they can still do basketball. They don't necessarily have to do modeling. They can be basketballers. They can be, a lot. So whatever, education is important because at least it helps. Anyway, we are heading to a point that even as a country, talent is paying more than education.
It's paying more than education.
Yeah, but they have to have that education. Because it's even in the modeling world, as you are growing, you get into the corporate world too.
True. Yeah.
So if they didn't study, they don't have IQ, it's going to be a challenge. Talent will take you where you want to go.
Yeah.
But your IQ and your intellect will maintain you, will get you to stay at the table. Beauty and all those things and your talent will get you recognized. But what will help you stay in the game is how smart you are. So education is important also. Sure. But if the child, you see that they are more on the talent side more than the education side, let them go to school, but in whatever way you need to support them financially or whatever, support them to chase their dreams.
So it's probably good also to have the education much as you have because it will help your talent to grow.
Yeah, because also some people always assume, like me myself, the course that I studied, I'm an air hostess. Yeah.
Totally different from what you are.
But now you see, I need to get those papers because you never know where the world will take you. Sure. You might get more opportunities. You might get, different kind of things. So you need to go to school. School is very important. It will help you, just know some things that the outside world did not tell you.
Why was I thinking you did journalism?
No, I did not do journalism.
Anything to do with media?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. I'm an air hostess. Yeah.
How has modeling changed you? Is there some change, visible change in your unaona? It has changed my walking style. It has changed my appearance in a way. It has changed my perception, the way I relate with people. What has modeling taught you?
Okay, the most important thing, there's a lot of things that it has taught me, but the most important is that now I have a responsibility, not just on my child or me, like it's a whole, people are looking up to me, like I'm their role model. People are like, I want to be like her, I want to do this. True. So I am an ambassador right now because now some people are even reaching out to me. The little I can, I help, but if I cannot also, I see how to help. So yeah. I'm an inspiration. I'm doing a lot in the society. Yeah,
this Turkana project, are you supported by the government or it's on your own that you're trying to?
Not yet.
Would you like to convey a message probably?
Yeah, for now I'm just working with mostly some other artists and some other people who are also interested in the same course. But yeah, I'm connecting with more and more celebrities so that we can be able to make this a dream come true or something. Yeah, but I'm sure with the time the government will
remind me the actual goal for that, the Turkana project.
Yeah, we want to put water tanks in Turkana. We want to be able to even supply them with food per month. We can go to the homesteads and supply them with food.
Clean water.
Yeah, and in the section for the girl child, we want to remind them that you are worth more than just being, being married off. You are worth more than just being a wife.
Yeah, sure.
There is more that you can do because you get that they are married off very early. They are trained to be wives, which is not bad. But then they are being trained to, be wives at a certain age. They are married off.
They are supposed to be just housewives.
Yeah, housewives, you know. But we are telling them that you can do something with yourself. In as much as you want to be a wife, but you can be an entrepreneur. You can be this. We want to instill that in them. We want to let them know that regardless of even if they choose to be a wife, they can still do something meaningful because the world is changing. Women have to go out to look for money in as much as men are also going out to look for money. And also in the sector of their men, we want to make sure that they don't have to leave to come to Nairobi for work.
True.
We want to give them employment.
Also, where they are.
Where they are. Yeah, we can even empower them.
Precisely to grow their society as well, not
Yeah, we can enable the men to get jobs in their county so that they can stay home, because it's important also for family to stick together. So that's just everyone. There's something for everyone in this project. But generally for the society, we want to put them water tanks, because that's the main issue that they're facing: droughts and whatever. You get children are dying because of hunger. So the kids will get food, the women will get empowerment, and the men will get jobs, and the society will get
how did that transition happen from air hostess to modeling and suddenly to philanthropy? Or
no, I'm doing all these things. I'm doing all these things at once, because air hostess is a course that
you are a strong woman. I say?
Of course. Yeah. So all these things, I'm not doing them like one at a time. I'm doing all these things at the same time. I can say at the same.
So that probably feels like you are starting up a foundation.
Yes.
A LUPITA.
Yeah.
NYAKISUMO Foundation, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Anything you would like to tell your fans probably about people who are doing modeling and have no confidence, young girls, low self-esteem about their appearance and stuff like that? Is there a specific material for modeling? Kuna venye people say you have to be beautiful before you get into modeling, or you have to be this height or particular. What can you tell people who would like to be top models like you, have no inspiration, have no confidence, are shy?
Yeah, so modeling also very importantly. The first step to know if you can be a model is you'll get that people are telling you. If people are not telling you, that's a problem.
People will just tell you, hey,
people will be asking you, are you
should be a model?
Yeah, are you a model? Why not? You know, that's the first step. You have to be discovered by someone, even if it's just your society or a stranger. So you also need to, that confidence is very important, regardless of which side of modeling you want to be.
Yeah.
Even if it is a runway or whatever, you have to build your confidence. And also, you have to be out there. You have to be somebody that is ready for change, you know.
Sure.
You have to be somebody that is ready for change, because things are happening and the world is evolving and the industry is evolving. And also you have to have self-dignity. You also have to respect your body.
True.
Because at this point, I will not lie to them that the industry is that kind. You will get some kind of offers that they will tell you, if you don't do this, you won't climb up, but maintain your dignity.
They take advantage of that young girl.
Some people
to
do,
grow
not
your
all.
career.
Yeah, not all people. But what I will tell a lady depends. That's why you have to know why you started. So if you are there for charity, you need to maintain your course. Every model is different.
Yeah.
So they know why they started in the first place. It's always inspired by how you grew up and all stuff. So at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, don't feel like if I don't do this, I will not get an opportunity. One thing about life, if you are meant to be a star, you will be a star. No matter where you come from, if you are meant to shine, you will shine. So be patient with yourself. Even if you don't get those opportunities, don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Because somebody will tell you that do this so that you can get this. How many times will you do it? If you've chosen that route, how many times will you do it? So you need to respect your body first. You need to stand on your ground. Even if you miss that opportunity, but the Lord, the one thing with the God, like, you cannot be persistent, you cannot be passionate, and He will leave you like that.
Yeah, sure.
So with the time, just maintain your course, be consistent. You know, if you want to be a model, also embrace social media more. You know, do your content, post. Even if you get 2 likes, don't worry.
Continue doing.
Yes, just continue. It will get a time that it will work out for you. If it was meant to work out for you, it will work
Ile
out.
wanasemanga ipo siku, si ndio?
Yeah. If it was meant to happen for you, it will happen. Models just need to be consistent. They need to be out there. You need to be going out more, interacting with people, going to events. You know, you never know who will meet you or who will scout you.
Yeah, sure.
So go for auditions, put yourself out there, and just believe in whatever you want. You have to believe in your dream first for the world to embrace it. It has to make sense in your head for you before the world will embrace it.
So as we finalize this interview, African culture. Kuna venye tuki grow up, somebody doesn't want you to put on shorts. A typical African lady. How are you balancing that with the perception of the society and again your profession? Kwa saa zingine lazima uvae kitu yenye ni ya modeling.
I feel like okay, let's take it back a little. Before there were clothes, what did we used to wear?
people used to walk naked.
Of course.
Long time ago.
So that is how we were meant to be, but the whites came and gave us clothes, you know. So I don't think that people should be overthinking this. You know, if the white people didn't tell us that we could use some things to cover ourselves with, probably we wouldn't know, you see.
True.
So people need to stop overthinking it, you know. And also now as a model, you have to you have to choose for yourself. Do what you're comfortable with. That's why there are also swimsuit models.
Yeah, sure.
They are also even in the fashion category, you also need to choose. You can choose to be a swimsuit model and also, but there are specific swimsuit models that have decided that they look good in their body looks good and it fits everything. It depends. Those people who are speaking like weirdly about maybe swimsuits, maybe, sorry to say, maybe they don't look good in swimsuits. But somebody that feels that they have embraced how they look and they are confident, they look at themselves in the mirror and they feel, wow, I'm the it. If somebody wants to do that, let them do it. You know, it depends on what works for somebody. Myself, I don't really think I could prefer swimsuit. Yeah. But if somebody prefers that, let them do it. You know? As
long as they are confident.
As long as they are comfortable in it. Be comfortable in your skin. No matter what you wear, even if you wear a short thing or a whatever. So long as you're doing it for yourself, don't do it to please a company or a brand or whatever. So long as you believe that you're okay with it, do it.
Saa zingine napata umenyoa completely. Are you conveying a message to Africans about being just, yes, what is it about?
Naturally beautiful is the way to go, according to me. Of course, I don't love this phrase that people now put it like black is the only thing that is beautiful. No. Whether black or brown, whether or whatever, you are beautiful just the way you are, you see. But for me, I love bald because I feel brave and bold. You know, it takes a brave person and a person who has really worked on themselves to own baldness, you know. For me, I feel like the inner beauty, I need to share it with the people, even for it to reflect outside. So I love it because first, it's also hygienic for me and it's less time consuming because I'm busy. And I also just want to tell people that even if the new culture is coming, but let's not have to change ourselves because of anybody else. You know, people, embrace how you look. You are beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to do more enhancements on your body or anything. We were born like this. When we were born, ukizaliwa, see, you didn't even have hair.
Just like that.
You are just like that, you know. So embrace yourself the way you are. But I also wouldn't judge anyone that wants to bleach their skin because not everyone loves the way they were created. I might love the way I was created, but another person will feel like, you know, even when it comes even to breast enhancement, you get that we were born with a steady whatever, but as childbirth goes, somebody feels that they need to lift it.
True.
So it depends with life experiences, but at the end of the day, don't lose yourself in the process. But if you feel like God did not create you the way you want, you are free to do whatever you like. I don't judge anyone that bleaches. Sure. I don't judge anyone that does whatever. At the end of the day, whatever works for you, if that is what it takes for you to get your self-confidence, do it. But just know that at the end of the day, even if you bleach, there is side effects. There is the long-term effects on the skin and whatever, you could get cancer. Be self-aware before you take any step.
Before you take any decision.
Before you take any step to alter the way God created you, know of the consequences. If you've seen the consequences and you're okay with it, fine. Whatever works for you. But whether you're brown or black, whether you wear a gunia, whether you wear a gown, you're beautiful just the way you are. Yeah. Me, I wear mostly short things because I have long strides. When I wear a long thing like a long dress, it limits me to walk. Okay. That's why I always wear short.
So because of the nature of the activities you do. So
yes, and also with the modeling, I have to be outside there. So if I'm modeling, I love my legs. I love my long legs. I love to show them off. So when I wear mostly long, I look good in long gowns, but I feel like they limit me to move fast and whatever. So when I wear a short thing, I feel like my legs are free, my long strides are showing. I love to show off myself, my natural beauty.
That beauty.
Yeah, it's not about, seduction or whatever. It's me. I'm doing it for me. Whoever sees it, if they feel like that, that's their own problem. But I'm doing it for me. Yeah.
Are you doing anything with Bradley Marongo? People have been asking. Kuna venye kwa streets tuliona video fulani mkiwa pamoja and looks beautiful, and you could do some things. Is there a project coming up? Should we put our noses around and wait for something?
We are discussing with his manager. We were supposed to work on something, But the day that we shot that content, it just happened as a coincidence. I was shooting and he was shooting at the same time.
Okay.
So we met and we decided, okay, since we've been planning this, na tumepatana, let's just do this. But yeah, I expect more from us with Bradley, because I believe Bradley has potential.
Yeah, sure.
His height can really make him go international in very many ways. He can do a lot.
You are saying you are tall, but he is taller.
Bradley is very tall. Bradley is 8 feet. Yeah. Me, myself, I've never, like, I hear people asking me most of the time, how tall am I? Me, okay. I don't really think this height thing should be an issue. Everyone, like, just like I said, everyone is beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
The way they are. I don't see why there needs to be comparison like, oh, Bradley is taller, Bradley. But the reality is Bradley is tall, very tall. Yeah. And it can take him to very greater heights if he, you know, puts himself more out there. And if, God willing, Apate a very good opportunity, he can go very far, especially in those third world countries.
Yeah, sure.
He can do very, very well. And I'm sure that already his manager is doing something nice for him to get there. Yeah, he's a good person. Very
so guys, we are expecting beautiful stuff from Bradley and her, obviously. Maybe kitu ingine ningependa kuuliza is about, I go back to the Turkana project. Okay. Looks to be very, very much interesting. Yeah. You are from Kisumu. Yeah. There are so many people who are also struggling in Kisumu. There are so many areas that would like your hand. Why did you choose Turkana project? Or do you feel they are not being taken good care of by the government? Or maybe do you feel that's the society that is so much in need of your hand?
No, okay. For example, first of all, let's start with the basic. They have drought. There is drought there. You see, if we compare it with Kisumu, people, at least in Kisumu, you can even grow, like, for example, in Kano Plains, you can grow rice, you can eat
do
rice,
farming.
You can farm. But those people, even their land nothing can grow there. You see, the government is already doing what they can for them, but the more extra hands, the better. Because even Akode is doing already a very wonderful work there. She's also started that project of water. Foundation. Yes, she has started that project of water. She's doing her level best. So the more manpower there, the better, you see. So I felt like Turkana people need us more. They need us more than the people in Kisumu. The people in Kisumu, they are near to opportunities. They are near to, you know, to all these whatevers, and it also inspired me according to how I grew up. I my heart bleeds when I see a child, you know, looking like a skeleton, like they have not eaten for years. You know, livestock is dying, like they're in a bad position. That is why I felt for them, and I said, okay, the people in Kano are facing you know, challenges, but it's only when it rains that maybe they get displaced in their homes. We are not saying that they should not be attended to. They should be attended to. And the governor is also already doing something for them in that perspective, according to how I know it. So the more manpower, the better for Turkana people. So I just feel I want to be able to join this team.
So you really need to sustain this project. It's not just a short-term project. It's something that has to be sustained. It's
a long-term thing. That's why I'm also hoping for maybe international opportunities that can enable me to get more and more comfortable financially to help in that project. So
maybe back to modeling as we finalize. Why do you think when people see LUPITA NYAKISUMO kwa street anatembea, lazima utano uangalie? What's the issue?
Well, what's there not to look in a bold, strong African lady? I mean, I'm beautiful. It's obvious. And you know, most people say it's my aura.
Unapata kila mtu wako hivi.
Yeah, most people say it's my aura because there are a lot of tall people. I cannot say it's the height, but then again, the height is somehow contributing because if I had the physical, beautiful features that I had, and maybe if I wasn't tall, maybe that would also be another issue. But mostly people say it's my aura. Like I have this kind of aura that when I'm in the room, you will feel me.
You feel, yeah. You will feel your presence.
Yes. Even before you look at me, you will feel me first. So it's the powerful aura that I possess. So they just, it's just magnetic.
Does their reaction give you a lot of energy and think that every day I really have to?
Like, can I really tell you
I feel there's an impact, yes.
Can I tell you the truth? I never even know they're staring. Like, I always just now nangatu kwa video, like, oh, okay. They turned their head. It's always a normal day for me. I'm just walking around in the streets, you know. But they're like, wow, I love her outfit. Maybe I love whatever. I don't know what they love about me. But yeah, they're turning their heads because there's something they are seeing in me. I don't know what they are seeing in me,
Yeah.
but it's God's grace. I give it all to God.
Amen.
Yeah.
Kuna kitu ungependa kusema maybe hauko umesema na you feel you would like to say in this interview?
What I would just like to emphasize is on love yourself more. Before anyone loves you, before anything happens, love yourself more. And also to my supporters, because kama si wao singekuwa mimi. I'm so grateful for the support that Kenyans are giving me. Wanaendelea kushare kazi yangu, and most of them are also the ones giving me referrals for jobs.
Yeah, sure.
So I appreciate my fans so much. Thank you so much, my fans, for everything that you guys are doing for me. I appreciate. I'm just grateful.
Thank you so much, Lupita.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you. Maybe we'll look for you again. And thank you also for giving Alex Madiba the opportunity to bring you on the show. Thank you so much and be blessed.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.